World-honored one, I also use this uncreated sovereign power of diamond samadhi, derived from sublimating hearing, to share with all living beings in the 6 realms and the 10 directions the same plea for compassion, and to bestow upon them 14 kinds of fearlessness which emanate from my body and mind. 1. Since I myself do not meditate on sound, but on the meditator, I cause all suffering beings to look into the sound of their voices in order to obtain liberation. 2. By returning discriminative intellect to its absolute source, I cause them to avoid being burned when they find themselves in a great fire. 3. By returning hearing to its source, I cause them to avoid drowning when they are adrift on the sea. 4. By stopping wrong thinking and thereby cleansing their minds of harmfulness, I lead them to safety when they wander in the realm of evil ghosts. 5. By sublimating their wrong hearing to restore its absolute condition, thereby purifying all 6 organs and perfecting their functions, I cause them, when in danger, to be immune from sharp weapons which become blunt and useless, like water that cannot be cut, and daylight that cannot be blown away, because their underlying nature does not change. 6. By perfecting the sublimation of their hearing, its bright light pervades the whole Dharma realm to destroy the darkness of ignorance, thereby dazzling evil beings such as Yaksas, Rakshas, Kumbhandas, Pisachi, Putana, etc., who cannot see them when meeting them. 7. When hearing is reversed so that sound vanishes completely, all illusory objects of sense disappear so that practicers are freed from fetters which can no longer restrain them. 8. The elimination of sound to perfect hearing results in universal compassion, so they can pass through regions infested with robbers and bandits who cannot plunder them. 9. The sublimation of hearing disengages them from the objects of sense and makes them immune from attractive forms, thereby enabling lustful beings to get rid of desires and cravings. 10. The sublimation of sound eliminates all sense data and results in the perfect mingling of each organ with its objects and the total eradication of subject and object, thereby enabling all vindictive beings to bury anger and hate. 11. After the elimination of sense data and the return to bright reality, both inner body and mind and outer phenomena become crystal clear and free from all hindrances, so that dull and ignorant unbelievers can get rid of the darkness of ignorance. 12. When their bodies are in harmony with the nature of hearing, they can, from their immutable state of enlightenment, re-enter the world to liberate others without harming the worldly, and can go anywhere to make offerings to Buddhas countless as dust, serving every Tathagata in the capacity of a son of the King of the Law, and having the power to give male heirs with blessed virtues and wisdom to childless people who want boys. 13. The perfecting of the 6 organs unifies their divided functions so that they become all-embracing, thus revealing the great mirror wisdom and immaterial Tathagata womb, compatible with all Dharma doors taught by Buddhas as uncountable as dust. They can bestow upright, blessed, gracious, and respect-inspiring girls on childless parents who want daughters. 14. In this great Chilakosm, which contains 100 lakhs of suns and moons, there are now bodhisattvas countless as sand grains in 62 Ganges rivers. They practice the Dharma to set a good example to all living beings by befriending, teaching, and converting them. In their wisdom, their expedient methods differ. Because I used one penetrating organ which led to my realization through the faculty of hearing, my body and mind embrace the whole Dharma realm, in which I teach all living beings to concentrate their minds on calling my name. The merits that follow are the same as those derived from calling on the names of all these bodhisattvas. World-honored one, my single name does not differ from those uncountable ones, because of my practice and training which led to my true enlightenment. These are the 14 fearless powers which I bestow upon living beings.